Games new to me. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, Rob here for Games New to Me. Welcome back to what will be, this time, a stellar face-palming video. Before we get into the story, and I hate having to say this, I have to beg you guys to thumbs up this video because YouTube has changed its algorithm, and so I have to act like a beggar in the street. I'm embarrassed to ask, but it would help greatly if you could click that thumbs up button on this video. I apologize for that. Okay, with the begging out of the way, let's get into this ridiculous story. And holy crap, I am face-palming so hard, my forehead is bleeding. I don't even know how to start the story. And the idiot at the center of it is... God dang! I know. Let's start with a question. If you stole $5 million, would one of your priorities be to put $1 million of those dollars into an awful, terrible, atrocious mobile video game? So let me tell you about this genius who did just that. His name is Kevin Lee Ko. That's Kevin, you know how to spell Kevin, Lee, L-E-E, and Ko is C-O, so I'm not sure what kind of name that is. But anyway, what did Kevin do? Well, as I said, his name is Kevin Lee Ko, and from May 2008 through March 2015, Kevin engaged in a plot to defraud almost $5 million from his employer Holt, a heavy machinery company based in California. In the defrauding and embezzlement part, Kevin was fairly successful. I mean, for 7 years, he was able to fly under the proverbial radar while all the while siphoning money away from his employer. How did Kevin do this? Well, good old Kev managed Holt's accounting department. He oversaw Holt's commercial credit account. Naturally, being the brilliant light bulb that Kevin is, he abused that authority and made hundreds of unauthorized credit card transactions on the company's account. He manipulated and falsified records regarding the credit account and to mislead the bank that held the credit account when it made inquiries about the suspicious spending that Kevin was responsible for doing. Okay, we've established that Kevin stole around $5 million. But what did he do with it, you might ask, right? It's a perfectly reasonable question. This is where it gets good. Well, he did a lot of the things you'd expect somebody who stole $5 million to do. He spent company money on luxury cars, plastic surgery, membership dues at a golf club, home furniture, season tickets to 49ers football games, and season tickets to the Sacramento Kings. You know, the usual. What wasn't so usual, and is incredibly ridiculous, you'd think it's from a Wes Anderson movie, Kevin spent around $1 million on the previously mentioned atrocious mobile game, Game of War. You know the one? It's most notable for a busty Kate Upton appearing in a bad cosplay outfit in commercials. Yeah, that's the one. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking he invested in the game to get a return on his ill-gotten funds. But you'd be wrong. No, he actually spent $1 million for in-game purchases. Microtransactions. I personally feel like an idiot if I spend $20 in microtransactions within a mobile game. The thought I always have is, damn, I could have gotten a pretty decent lunch for $20. You can get pretty good lunch. I mean, what? I think, what was it, Domino's Pizza has a $7 large pizza now? I'm not sure if that's delivery or carryout, but that's neither here nor there. For Kevin Lee Ko, spending $1 million in game microtransactions of the much maligned Game of War seemed like a terrific idea. 'Cause Kev is a super special superstar of mobile gaming, god damn it! I know how he explained those expenditures in the ledgers. Hey boss, I had to make some purchases in Game of War. Yeah, it was to entertain a potential client. You know how those things go, right boss? Ugh. My head hurts from thinking about this. I mean, $1 million spent on Game of War? Okay, I get it. Sometimes in mobile games you want to impress complete strangers and have bragging rights because you've spent maybe as much as, I don't know, $50 to level up. At that amount of money, I'm sure those strangers, whose approval you're seeking, by the way, will think you're nuts, but they'll be impressed for 6 seconds that you're so dedicated of a player. I hesitate to use the word gamer because, come on, it's a terrible mobile game. It's a time waster, something you do on the bus to pass the time, or in the John, or when the power goes out. This is not something anyone considers a serious form of gaming. Almost anything you can play with just your index finger is not a game to be taken seriously, folks. Yet to Kevin, who most likely was the single biggest source of income to the company behind Game of War, this seemed like a perfectly reasonable idea. Do you know what the average expenditure on this game is? The average paying player spent $550 on the game in 2015, according to VentureBeat. The hero of our story, Kevin, spent $1 million.
$1 million.
I was trying to find his mugshot after he was arrested because that's one of those things that's going to haunt him for years. For some reason, I wasn't able to find it, though. I'm having a hard time with this video because this is also incredibly stupid. Stupid. I can't wait. And I mean it. I can't wait to see his story featured on the TV show American Greed, as that episode will almost definitely be comedy gold. Obviously, since I'm talking about this, good old Kev has been arrested. As part of a plea agreement, our hero Kev pled guilty to 1 count of wire fraud, he was charged with 8, and 1 count of money laundering, he was charged with 3. In total, he must pay Holt $4,542,236.08 in restitution, and he potentially faces decades in prison. 20 years in prison is the maximum sentence for each charge, according to the plea agreement documents. Kevin will be sentenced at a later date. As for Game of War, I know I've been taking potshots at it. If you like it, please don't feel insulted. It makes for better storytelling to make fun of it, and it's nothing personal. I have to ask though, especially if you really enjoy Game of War, what is the most you've ever spent in-game on it? I extend the question to everyone who plays or has played a mobile game. What's the most amount of money you've put in? Please let me know in the comments below. I really want to know. For me personally, I think it would be around $30 in, what was it? I think Age of Empires? I don't really recall the title as I haven't played in ages. Sorry for the pun there. Suffice it to say, it wasn't money well spent, but at the same time, $30, I'd say it was relatively decent experience. It was half of what a regular mainstream AAA title costs, so that's not a bad thing. Would I do it again? No, probably not. I haven't played any mobile games since, so it's kind of a moot point anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate every view, comment, thumbs up, and like. To my subscribers, I love you guys. You make doing these videos so much more rewarding for me. 1,000,000 times thank you. If you just came across this video, this channel, or me, won't you hit that candy-colored subscribe button and give me a chance to win you over full time? You'll not only be helping to grow an amazing and enthusiastic community of gamers, you'll not only have my thanks, but most importantly, you'll always be notified whenever a new video goes up on the channel. This is Rob, for Games New to Me, saying, please, don't steal $5 million. But if you do, don't spend $1 million of that on a mobile game like Kevin did. You'll go to jail, and I'll ridicule you publicly if you do. Until next time, guys, be good to each other, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.